Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Welcome to another episode of an ink review. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you are having a nice day wherever you are in the world. I just realized I haven't combed my hair today. I put it up, but I didn't comb it proper. How's everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you are having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we're looking at black ink from Sailor Yurameku Kokoro Guma. First day without ink painting. I feel like my spread feels naked. But I have not got any requests for any of the cards that I have done, so I understand. No man's an island. But here we are. This is what we're doing. Today's pen, we will be using the Lamy Studio with a Lamy broad nib. Okay, here's our ink comparison panel. It looks black, but when we look at it, it's mostly sheen. And actually is this here weird tealy blue color. But here is our ink swatch. There's what color it is underneath. Water resistance test shows. Might not want to use this on the outside of an envelope for fear it may wash away. Here is our toilet paper chromatography. You can see that there's some blue and some black and some peach, like a peachy color going on, which is creating this really interesting, almost brown sheen. Oh, damn it, it starts. If I just do one big one. Maybe it'll leave me alone. We'll see. All right. Let's do some paper review, shall we? Okay, let's do some paper review. This is the pen and ink memo book. Let me write that down. Alright, this is the pen and ink memo book from Walmart.com. Black with sheen. A little bit of ghosting. This is a rather fast drying ink, I must say. I was surprised at how fast the ink dried. Alright, this is lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper. You can see that bluish color coming through. The beautiful shading and sheen. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Super lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper. A little trouble grabbing the page. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Fabriano Eco Quad 85 GSM. little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Felt pens. Sheen, shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Pelican. This one doesn't show any of the sheen, but it does show that it's like a black with some gray underneath. Interesting, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the Idea Notebook. 80 GSM. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Midori MD paper. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. 68 GSM Tumbleweed River. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I did see a review today of, who was it? I did see a review today. Curated Avalon did a review of Moleskine notebooks. And I didn't even know that they came in on any other paper other than the 70 GSM notebooks, because every notebook I've ever had of theirs has had that crappy 70 GSM notebook paper. And apparently they do have other quality notebooks. If anybody wants to send me one, I'd be happy to review it. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Sawstring Greens Handles Company. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Clairefontaine 90 GSM. Nice shading, a little bit of sheen, no feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. This is Marimon Nemosine 80 GSM Dock Ridge. A little bit of sheen, shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford Optic paper from Red and Black. Lots of sheen, shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Archer and Olive 160 GSM paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. New Eco. Ooh, there's a little bit of feathering, a little bit of shading, a little bit of sheen. No bleeding, no ghosting. Apica notebook paper. 81.4 GSM. Nice shading, nice sheen, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. Nice shading, nice sheen, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. The Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tumbleweed River. This ink really shows off the sheen well. You can see the sheen right there on that summer. Also on this. Shading is beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Great for letter writing. CVS Caliber notebook paper. This is CVS Caliber filler paper. It's loose leaf, 3-ring bound paper. 3-ring binder paper. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. Nice shading, nice sheen, no feathering, tiniest bit of ghosting. Pen & Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. Nice shading, nice sheen, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Beautiful shading, no sheen, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Rhodium dot pad, 80 GSM. Beautiful shading, a little bit of sheen. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. JNB copper plate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. This one doesn't have any sheen that I can see of. It just looks black. No shading either. No real bleed through, but heavy ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Ooh, a little bit of feathering. A little bit of shading. I don't really see hardly any sheen. No bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Okay. Let's do a comparison panel. See where this ink lies. Cardboard box. Okay, so we're going to look at the black inks because this definitely looks like it's going to be, I mean, it might be, we could even compare some browns. You know, I think because of the sheen, I will look at some browns. Because in the light, it looks brown. So this is going to be a very strange comparison. But if you can find some usefulness out of this, then that's great. That's all that really matters. Okay, this is Sailor Yurameku Kokoro Guma. Kokoro Guma. Next to Diamond Cinnabon. Mont Blanc Toffee Brown. Cuttlefish Brown. See, this one actually looks darker than this one. Writing Disc is very similar in the sheen. Chocolate Brown is very similar. Chocolate Pudding is very similar. Even Carcos Brown is very similar. I need to put this one to the side. Pim BBS 510 is very similar. Becky is kind of similar. Too Light. Pick Me Up is kind of similar. Private Reserve Chocolate looks darker. Tortoiseshell Brown is very similar. No. 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 Okay, now we're getting into the lighter browns. More caramely browns that are not dark enough to be. Grand Canyon is very close. Nanita is very close. Even this chocolate brown is kind of close. This one looks darker. Walnut is kind of close. Smoky Quartz is kind of close. It's very strange how this color can look one color and be a totally different color. Visconti Sepia is kind of close. Cocoa Shimmer is actually kind of close. Hi, Oms. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? I'm doing great, thank you. This is a very interesting ink. I don't even William Shakespeare's kind of close. And Walnut. Hi, BJ. How are you doing today? Hi, Tom Marley. How are you doing today? This is such a very strange ink. You know what? We're going to do it. Put my little finger cuts down. I want to take one of these, dip it in some clean water, and then see if I can bring up that color, show the base color. This ink might be one of those inks that is like an oxide ink. It might oxide to a brown from a blue, but you can clearly see it looks gray. It looks gray right there, right? Like a bluish gray. And over here it looks brown, which is very strange indeed. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of going off what it looks like to my eye. I mean, there's hints of blue in there, you can see. But the majority of it looks this weird, sheeny brown. A very strange ink. I don't think I've seen one of these inks in a really long time. If I have, I don't remember it well. Let's see if there's any black inks that look like this. Maybe even some gray inks? I don't know. If you think that wetting them and dragging them would be helpful, maybe we can start doing... See, this is another one, Kokoro, that has that reddish sheen to it, but it looks black. Nope. Where's the other? Oh, let's do it with this one too. Let's see. Clean ink. Oops. Yeah, see, look. This one kind of has a blue undertone too. Kind of in that similar realm. Oh, that's very interesting. Oh wow, there's a whole conversation going on. Hello, hey there, hey there, hey there. This looks like I'll have to pick up. Well, get a sample. I always encourage everyone to get a sample. Now, this is my rules for me. I always get 3 samples before I buy a bottle. And I use the samples. I don't just get 3 samples. I get 1 sample and I use it. And then I decide, okay, well, if I like this much, I should get another sample. This is what happened. I bought a sample of Jayarban Kainite du Nepal, and I went through the sample like that because it was Christmas time. And I loved it, and it went in my pen perfectly, and I didn't have any problems with it blooping on a page or being difficult to clean out, you know. And so then I got another sample and another, and then I was like, okay, I think it's about time that I buy a bottle now. So I bought the bottle, and I went through the entire bottle, and I managed not to spill it on myself, so... And then I thought, you know what, we're going to try some other blues. So that's when the whole ink exploration started. So, get a sample, maybe try out some other inks. I'm just saying that there's like at least this many just black inks to try. Just saying. Look around, see if there's any, see if this one costs less than one of the other ones that are similar in color to it. That's what I'm saying. Save a penny. So this one has kind of that same undertone, which is very interesting. Okay, it's definitely, it definitely looks brown with this light. I don't even know. Yeah, none of these look like this ink. It looks closer to the brown inks. or this weird bluish gray ink. This one has a little bit of that red sheen in it. Solar Storm, but it's purple almost. See, this one looks kind of like this one too. Seize the Night. It's got like that blue undertone with a red sheen on top. This is the closest so far, ish. Actually, I need to redo that sample. Ooh. Oh, this one has the other reddish weirdness going on in its sample. This is Hana Kokoro. All of the Kokoro inks seem to have this weird sheeny bit going on. This is Zare Kokoro. Zare Kokoro. Hana Kokoro. Kokoro Guma. The Oko inks have that weird sheeny bit. Very interesting. I want to peek at the gray inks because I want to see if I can find that undertone color. See, this has kind of that undertone color. Even this Twilight kind of, but it's way more bluey looking. No. 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 See, this one kind of has that bluish gray undertone. Australian opal gray. Ooh, this one is even closer. This is Birmingham sterling silver. But it doesn't have any of that red sheen on top of it. No. This one's also kind of similar. Most of the, well, it looks like how after picking up, yes, a definitely not a brown with water splash. Yep. Most of the second series Yurameku inks do this. Go down one color and dry another color, right? I came in late. Does it have shimmer in it? No, it does not. This is no shimmer in it, but it is a sheening ink, which means that it has some sort of reflective pigment in it. Some sort of reflective, for a better word, gas. I don't know. Like, the only time I ever see these types of things is when I look at gas in the middle of the street. Because gas forms that sheen on top of the water. That's the only thing that I can think of that even comes close to that type of a look. That's it. So what time is shifting to a gray-blue? No, it's shifted to a brown. Because it went down this color, this light bluish color, and then it dried this brownish, sheeny color. Shall we have a writing sample? Alright then, we'll do a writing sample so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, are you paying attention? Let's get in here really close. I'm going to go at the top of the page, why not? So I can see where I'm at. See, it looks black. But then as it dries, that sheeny property comes through. But then, we'll put a little water test over it. It has some water resistance, but it's like a grayish ink. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Goes down blue and turn brown. Yep. You can recover the blue-gray with water. Yep. It's odd that I am now a big fan of browns. I never thought I would like them. Oh, that's nice. This is definitely one we'll have to get. It's not terribly water resistant. I wouldn't use it on the outside of an envelope. Yeah, I definitely would not use this on the outside of an envelope. I much prefer Carbon Black or Diatomentus Archive Black or Diatomentus Diatomentus Document Black, Noodler's Black, Private Reserve Velvet Black. I'm running out of ink. What's happening? I might be running out of ink. Did I write that much? Clearly I did. Of course, I didn't wait for it to dry, but I mean, it's not terribly different. Once it's dry, it kind of stays. I don't know. I trust the Velvet Black over the other for now. Or, if I was looking for a more permanent ink, I would go platinum. Platinum blue black. That one's dry. Maybe not. I thought it was more permanent than that. Maybe that's not blue black? I don't know what I put in there in that case. Because that's not what blue black does. I don't know. Anyway, now I'm just talking out of my ass. Anyway, moving right along. Moving back to our scheduled program. Well, what did you guys think about today's ink? Are you guys thinking thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? What are your thoughts about this ink? Let me know in the comment section below. This ink has begun. Blue, gray, and brown are top favorite. All right. I have most shifted Diatramentis just due to their permanence. Yes. Diatramentis makes a really nice permanent black ink. The problem with it is it doesn't dry flat. So if you don't leave it to sit for a really long time so that it can dry, if you run your finger over it, even when it's slightly wet, it's going to smear. Carbon black and Diatramentis document. Carbon black dries flat. Noodler's black dries flat, which is really nice. Okay, well, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out my new website, MissMarilynDarling.com. Join the calligraphy classes on my YouTube channel. Check out the paper review page from the December ink explorations. Join our Discord by clicking the link in the description. And if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique, click the link in the description. That's all I've got for today. I will be back very soon with another video, so take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day. P.S. Daily videos, 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you later at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Have a great day. Okay, love you, bye.